Well, hello and welcome to Pastoral Care Field Education Module 3. Good to have you back with us today. And just a quick reminder to those who are studying with us by distance, please make sure that you keep up with your weekly forums. If by chance you're beginning to fall behind, would you make sure you catch those up ASAP and make sure that you keep up to date with us week by week. Well, today we're looking at the subject of pastoral care. And to do that, we want to go first of all back into the Old Testament and see how even in the Old Testament the notion of the pastoral care of God's people was so vitally important. On numbers of occasions, of course, King David refers to, in a sense, the shepherding heart of God, the way that God pastorally cared for his people. In fact, we see that David in so many ways reflects the heart of God in the way that he cares for the nation of Israel as a whole. But then, of course, as we move into the New Testament, we see in the Lord Jesus the most beautiful example of what pastoral care really looks like, as we see the way in which he cares for his disciples, those who are closest to him. But not only that, we see his profound sense of care and concern for the crowds, for the masses. It is not just for that inner band of followers, but it is actually for the people out there in the marketplace of life. We see his profound care and concern for those who are lost and those who have been pushed to the margins of society. And so we'll look at some of those issues. We'll then go on to look particularly at the Apostle Peter, and we'll see how the Lord Jesus actually invites him to become a sharer in this task of shepherding the flock of God. And so we will look at what we perhaps call the Peter principle of pastoring or caring for the flock of God. But then we'll also want to give a whole range of practical advice about the exercise of pastoral care, making sure that we actually make time for pastoral care. It's one of those things in the busyness of pastoral ministry that can easily be pushed to one side. And yet at the end of the day, when we talk about pastoral ministry, we're talking about people. And it's life touching life as we engage with people. And so we'll talk about the importance of making time, making it a priority, setting it in our diary so that we actually see this as a significant part of our calling. Making it work, making sure that we have structures in place to make pastoral care an effective tool of engagement with people. Making it count so that we're not just ticking the box to say that we've done our pastoral care for the week, but we're actually investing wisely and well in the lives of others. Making it wise. Seeking to be wise under the hand of God in the way in which we interact with people. We'll also talk about the use of such things as small groups for pastoral care. That can become a tremendously helpful format for exercising pastoral care, not only from our own point of view, but enabling others within our fellowship to also engage in the ministry of pastoral care. And then finally, we'll spend a little bit of time also looking at caring for the chronically wounded and needy. And every one of us will find people in our fellowships like that. How do we most effectively minister into the lives of people like that? Well, there'll be some helpful information there in this module, and I trust that you'll find it a blessing. God bless you for now.